Hey, and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs, and welcome back to another part of this Parramatta light rail update and tram testing and driver training, all that good stuff. In this video, we are going to be walking from Ngara, which is this stop right here, through two stops after this one. I've got to get used to the station names. Okay, so you've got Ngara Benaud Oval, and because these two are so close together, it will be in the one video. And the one after that, which I think might be Fennell Street. So, staying on the correct side of this tape, there is an overview of the Ngara light rail stop. And I like this one. I like the tiles between the tracks. I don't know why, but it's sort of makes me, I don't know, picture what light rail would look like in Paris. Just, yeah, I don't know. My mind works in weird ways. Anyway, so let's walk to Benaud Oval and the following stop. Light rail vehicle 2170 is a few stops back near Westmead. It should be on its way back soon if it's not on its way back already. There is a map here which should show the station names, and if not, then yeah. Okay, so we are there. Benaud Oval's here, and Fennell Street. So yeah, Fennell Street. So we're going to be walking this section for this video. So Ngara, Benaud Oval, and we'll finish at Fennell Street. And hopefully by that time we'll be able to feature a light rail vehicle. Showing the next light rail vehicles set to cross over the points here. Right, lights are going orange, so it should go green in just a second. Sweet. Just crossing Fleet Street. I'm not too sure how long the light rail vehicles will stay at Westmead for. Could be a while, could be a few minutes, or they could return almost straight away. Who knows? The light rail vehicles, rather, are not testing to the full timetable just yet. When I say tram testing, I guess that they would have tested all the trams by now. Like I reckon that they'd all be accepted for service already, but there'd just be driver training, driver route knowledge, and all of that kind of thing. So when I say tram testing, I don't exactly mean testing the actual trams. I mean testing the drivers. So if I blurt out tram testing, don't get too frustrated. Sorry, the camera got a bit wonky then. I was just looking behind me to see if there's any light rail vehicles along the way. On the way, I should have said. We'll just cross over Galloway Street and then turn the corner where Benaud Oval will be. Be careful here. Substation for the light rail, I'd imagine. It is a substation in general. An electrical station. Finding it very interesting, as I said a video or two back, how it's labelled as the L1. However, that could just be something put on the screens just for the time being. Who knows? But here's Benaud Oval. You can have a slightly better look at it now. Let's continue to Fennell Street. By that time we should see other 2170 on its way back from Westmead, or maybe one of the other light rail vehicles. Either way, if by the time we get close to Fennell Street we haven't seen any light rail vehicles, I'll just wait until we see one. Got to listen out because 2170 will actually be coming from behind. So the walk from Westmead to the Parramatta CBD is a little over 2 kilometres all up. Maybe approaching that 2.5, maybe. Sorry if the camera goes a bit weird, like, ooh. It's because I'm sort of looking behind me. That's a very decent walk. It's alright, keeps you fit. And it wears these old work shoes out too. I was actually just looking at them today. My boss was like, "You still wearing them? Don't you have new work shoes?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. You know, I'll wear my work shoes until they just fully fall apart, you know." Not that bad. It's really weird. I kind of find that work shoes are at their most comfortable when they're about worn out. There's a lot of signage about light rail now being tested and other warnings to do with light rail. Not a complaint, it's very well needed. When I filmed the first video of Parramatta light rail testing in the CBD a few weeks back, I noticed that a lot of people weren't looking, and even traffic controllers had to keep, to the point where they were even getting frustrated, they had to tell people to, like, you know, stand back. And these people were just like buried in their phones, like in another world. Fennel Street just down a little bit more, I wonder. We'll look behind us in just a moment. Can't see the other light rail vehicle just yet. Just wondering if here's a good spot to wait for it. Because it's a pretty good intersection, I think. But I might look a little bit weird if I just plant myself in that little island there, standing there for a long time. Alright, we'll walk down a little bit more. I'll cross the road here and I'll walk down a little bit more. Because Fennel Street's just down here. Might even be able to wait on the corner just across the road here. Sweet. So this is the intersection of Church, Albert and Pennant Hills roads, I think. You know, I think that could be a good intersection to see it come through. One of them anyway, just whichever one comes first. And it's been a good few minutes, so I'll just move down a little bit to the Benaud Oval side of Fennel Street. So that way we'll be able to see down the hill a little more. See if there's anything coming from the Carlingford direction. Alright, so this is the limit for this video, but I will wait for one of the light rail vehicles, that's cool. But this is about the point where I'll stop walking for this video and then start the next one after we see a light rail vehicle pass through. All right. It's 2170. Alrighty, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next part. Ciao.